Hey, I want to tell you today about my friend Ashish. Ashish is a guy I met about 4 years ago. We had just moved to Texas, and my brother-in-law Steve Headland called and said, "Would you like to be a driver for the Big Howdy Tour?" I said, sure. I show up at this Big Howdy Tour, he gives me the keys to a van, and he says, drive the students around and show them the sights and sounds of Fort Worth. Sounds like a great idea. I'd only lived in the area for a couple weeks. I didn't know where anything was. And so Ashish spoke the best English. He was from India. And so I said to Ashish, will you be my navigator? He pulls out his smartphone, I had a flip phone, and he navigates us to the water gardens, to the stockyards, and to the place where we had our thing. And we began a great relationship with Ashish that day. And so over the next year, our family got to know Ashish. It was a great time. We sat in church together, we had holidays together, we spent weekends together, he'd have sleepovers, and we loved it. But I gotta be honest, in the back of our mind, we kept thinking, we need Ashish to make friends his own age. And so we were excited when Ashish plugged into the Cornerstone. He moved into the discipleship housing, had roommates, he made friends at Cornerstone, and what was cool is we began to see less of Ashish. Not that we didn't want to see him, but we knew he was making friends his own age and situation in life. And so Ashish graduates from grad school with a degree in engineering. We're excited, we celebrate with him. We got to meet his parents when they came out. And it was really cool because being part of Grace Community Church, Ashish met Eric Nelson, who worked at GM and was able to be instrumental in helping him get an engineering job at General Motors. Fast forward 2 years ago, Ashish comes on the Big Howdy Tour, this time as a host. And on the host, they had this car and he pairs up with Amelia Large. Now they'd been friends at Cornerstone, but I asked Amelia and she said that day, leading students around, getting to know Ashish was really a day where their romantic relationship blossomed. And so I don't know when the wedding is, but pretty soon they're engaged, they're gonna have a wedding, and here's the really cool thing. We love Ashish, and yet the reality is we barely see him. He's busy with friends, he's busy working, he's busy with his fiance. And so what I wanna encourage you, the Big Howdy Tour is tomorrow, and you never know how God is going to work in this opportunity. Just gonna take you the morning to show some students around, to maybe build a relationship with them. And wouldn't it be exciting if God was doing in their lives what we've seen him do in the life of Ashish? I hope you'll join us tomorrow for the Big Howdy Tour.